Huge congratulations. You come through an absolute storm right there. Smile on your face says it all. You must be over the moon with that.
Yeah, I put myself under a little bit of pressure. I think, on my throw and on my sets, I thought I was quite comfortable. And then every time I was trying to add against the throw when it was Brendan's set, and fair play to him on his sets, he was fantastic. And I tried my best to break him and try and get that set off him. But he was just pinging out those last darts, especially when I'm 3-2 up in sets, 2-all. I think I left the double lead pings out at 104, and that's what he was doing most of the game, especially on his throw.
Do they hurt when you stood at the back of your and he pins them last night?
No, I knew he was going. That's the way he was going all game. I just knew on his throw he was really, really good, and I just couldn't seem. But on his throw, on my sets, I could break him, but just not on his sets. It was a weird game, and yeah, every time I'd have one dart at a double, he'd ping it out last start, and I was like, yeah.
You seemed more yourself up there tonight, like the Gezi that we've seen throughout the beginning of the year. You were emotional, you were pumped, and that brought the best out of you in spells.
Yeah, in spells, yeah, that's what I mean. But I need to be a little bit more consistent and not think about the game too much. I overthought today on his throw and thought I wanted to break him early and just take the pressure off, and to be honest with you, put a little bit more pressure on.
We've seen a lot of players. Are you liking that long walkway? Because a lot of you seem to be wandering halfway up there to compose yourself and everything like that.
I don't know. A couple of times I was up against it and I thought, I'll just go for a wander, give myself a kick. But yeah, it's nice to have somewhere to walk.
Merv King next, a man that's playing very well as well. It should be another tough game. One you're looking forward to? Yeah, definitely. I get on really well with Merv. I've played him a couple of times. I think I've got the upper hand on him, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go and win this game. But if I play as well as I did tonight, but take my opportunities a bit better, then I'm confident I'll come through that game. Bottom half of the draw, Peter Wright, defending champion, went out last night. Makes your route to the final perhaps a little bit easier than what it could have been. Thoughts on that now, the way it's materialising? Yeah, but whoever's left in this tournament has got a great opportunity to win this event, and whether Peter's in here, whether Michael's in here, or whether I'm in here, or anyone, anybody can still win it. And I didn't really look at Peter. I wasn't going to see him until the semi-final, and it would be a fool to look that far forward and think, I'm going to get the semis and try and beat him. But as you've seen today, Brendan, he's not right up in the rankings, but they're all quality players. And again, last time we spoke to you, you couldn't wait to get home. How was Christmas at home with the family? Yeah, it wasn't the best, but we did what we had to do and got through the Christmas period the way we had to, but it wasn't ideal. Jesse, congratulations. Thanks very much.
Because just looking at the head-to-head, it was over a year since you played Brendan. He was a very different player up there to what he'd been before. Was it maybe a little bit more difficult to prepare for because he changed his style?
No, I prepared. I didn't think he would play as quick as he did, which I think it suits him, and he plays a lot better when he's more fluent. Okay. But I thought that he'd maybe try and slow the game up a little bit, but he didn't. Fair play to him, and it was a cracking game, and he played brilliant. I thought I played, or I think I deserved to win the game, but I think I didn't win as comfortable as what I should have.
Do you think that's a trait of a champion, winning those games that are real nip and tuck, and say going to a last leg decider? Yeah, I always felt confident in that game that I was going to come through it, but up until the last leg really. But I just knew that he was hanging in there on his throw, on his sets and on his legs. I had a couple of chances to break him and make the game a little bit easier for me, but last leg decider, and I always backed myself. And just on your opponent, Mervyn King, he's been quite vocal in saying that he doesn't like players, in his words, over-celebrating. I assume you're just going to go up there and be yourself against Mervyn? Yeah, I'll be myself. No matter who I play, I get on really well with Merv. I played him in one of the series, Winters or Autumn series, and beat him 6-0. I think that's because he was beating himself up, that I was celebrating on a pro tour as well. I think I was 5-0 up and gave it large because I left a double and he wasn't happy with that, but I get on really well with Merv, but up on that stage I'm up there to do a job. Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Gizzy.
No worries.